Nick Sanchez, Albert Rosales here at Wildcard Gym with Freddie Roach. How you doing, Freddie?
Everything's good.
Good, good. First and foremost, I want to say congratulations on your guy Amir Khan, man. He was impressive.
22-year-old, I thought he fought a very controlled fight. Second game plan, I was very happy.
Good, good. Did he follow the game plan? Did he execute as you guys planned it out?
You know, the game plan worked perfectly, but the thing is, the opponent was much more aggressive than he normally is in that fight. So he thought he could knock Amir out somewhere along the way, put pressure on us. So it forced Amir to fight with a high pace, but he got a little tired at the end there, but he sucked it up.
Cool, cool. Camp for Manny is going to be coming up soon. How's he feeling right now, and how's everything going?
Well, unfortunately, with some new IRS law that we can't be in America for more than 6 months, so we only have we're only allowed in America for 3 more weeks. So the last 3 weeks we'll be here at the wild card, but the first 5 weeks is either going to be in the Philippines, possibly the Bahamas, or possibly Vancouver. Our choices so far, maybe Mexico if something works out, but we're looking for a training camp right now. The new law is restricting us to be here for being here for too long a period. So I had thought that Arab's lawyers could get around it somehow, but they tell me no. It's something we have to do, so be it. We'll find the right place, and we'll get ready for the most part somewhere else, and we'll spend 2 weeks here and the last week in Vegas.
Nice, nice. Before I came out here, I was reading Cotto was saying that he does not want to defend the title at the catch weight of 145, and he will vacate it before fighting at 145 and defending it. What's your take on that?
Well, him giving up the title, you know, it's kind of ridiculous, I think, because he's going to lose it anyway, so it doesn't matter. But, you know, just because it's his catch weight, you know, when Sugar Ray Leonard won the light heavyweight championship against Don DeLong, the cap was 168. I mean, drastically, 75 is the limit. But, you know, I'm going to push for the title to be on the line, and the sanctioning bodies, I think, will honor that because Pacquiao is definitely considered top 10 at 145 because that is the welterweight division. I mean, anything over 140 pounds goes into the welterweight division. So, you know, he'll probably want 10-ounce gloves next also. But we're going to push for 8-ounce gloves in that issue also.
Okay, okay. Cotto in his last fight looked pretty impressive, but you know, at times he looked a little lacklusterish. What was your take on his last fight?
Well, I thought he looked pretty good in the beginning of the fight, but I thought the fight was there for the taking at the end, and I think that his opponent, if he had picked up the pace, he should have and could have won that fight. But he just didn't have, for some reason, he just didn't have that fire in him. You know, I mean, I thought the fight was there for the taking, but the opportunity was there, but he let Cotto get by. So, but you know, I expect Cotto to be at his best, though. So I'm looking at it when he beat Shane Mosley, of course. How he nullified the speed, and you know. Again, I expect him to be at his best, so I'm going to have Manny prepared for whatever he brings.
Hearing talk that Cotto is saying that Oscar De La Hoya was a washed-up fighter, that he was a done fighter, and that Ricky Hatton just didn't fight a very smart fight. What do you think about that?
You know, before the fight, I'm sure Cotto picked Oscar to win, like everyone else. So, you know, that's the nature of the business. You know, the thing is, if you beat an older person who was washed up, if you lose to him, you're a bum. So, at least we didn't lose to those guys. And Ricky Hatton was way overrated. I agree with you. I think I predicted an early knockout, and that came true. But Pacquiao's on top of this game right now. But I do expect Cotto to be a little bit more resilient and give us a better fight than those two guys. And he better be ready.
What kind of problems do you think he poses for you guys? What are you guys going to be working on?
Well, his problem is he's his strength. He's a strong guy, you know. But the thing is, we're not going to stand in front of this guy and trade with him. And Manny's a much smarter fighter than ever now. He's boxing very smartly, and we're going to expose Cotto. I mean, his skills are not quite what they used to be, I feel, and we're going to expose that.
I know, Freddie, it's one fight at a time, but what's in Manny's future after Cotto?
Well,
or what would you like?
You know, I want Mayweather right now. I mean, I wanted him first the whole time. I mean, let's face it, that's the fight the whole world wants to see, the fight I want to see. I think he's the easiest fight of the three. He's not that big, he's not that strong, he breaks down quickly, he's been off for 2 years. You know, at 135 and 140 might have been great, but at 47 and 54, I don't see the greatness. I mean, he struggled with Oscar, the washed-up Oscar that Cotto said was all done, but Oscar almost beat him. It was right there. The fight was, you know, very close, and Pacquiao destroyed Oscar not too long after that. And Ricky Hatton was in that fight for the first 6 rounds. I mean, he wasn't even in the fight for a minute with Pacquiao. I just, at those weights, I don't see the greatness. But I think Manny will knock him out.
What do you think is going to happen with Marquez and Mayweather?
Well, I really question if that fight will ever happen, because I don't think they can sell 3,000 tickets. I mean, that's how many they sold before he got canceled last time. Let's face it, that fight's not a draw. It's no stuff. I mean, Marquez is a little bit of a draw, but Mayweather, he doesn't have an audience on his own. He's always the B-side, you know, of those big fights. So he wants all the money and all that, but I think it's going to hurt him in his negotiation with Pacquiao, because that fight's going to do poorly with pay-per-view numbers, and he's going to prove that Pacquiao's a bigger draw. And, you know, we're not going to fight him. He's not going to get the lion's share. We are.
Sure. Yeah, and they're also going up against UFC 103, which is on the same day, so...
I know. I mean, you know, it's just, you know, well, I wish that nobody would go against each other, and
sure.
You know, because we're all in similar sports, and there's room for everybody, I think. But unfortunately, that's UFC wants to prove that they have a bigger show than the Golden Boy does, and it's just it's, I guess, part of life right now.
Sure, sure. Speaking of MMA, you've had some MMA fighters come in through here. Any new guys? I know you've had Anderson Silva,
you know,
BJ Penn.
The newest one is he just finished the heavyweight tournament. He's from London. He trains in Albuquerque. If I can think of his name, I'm going to...
Hardy.
No, I trained Hardy a little bit too, but the other one...
I know Gegard Mousasi was talking about...
I trained the guy for like... I trained him 4 days in a row. He's in the tournament, in the in-house tournament. It hasn't been aired yet.
Oh, he's in this coming season of the Ultimate Fighter.
Yeah, he just finished, but I asked him who won. He couldn't tell me. So, but anyway, you know, the MMA guys, I welcome everybody into the gym, and I'm not against any sport. A good fight's a good fight, and you know, I think MMA is kind of progressing to stand up, because you know, it gets a little bored on the ground sometimes. I know there's a science to it, and I know it's, you know, very, the ground game is very important and stuff like this, but it just gets a little boring to me. So I like to stand up, and so Andre Lasky, of course, lost last fight, so I'm not sure what his future holds for him right now, but Golden Boy does have a spot for him coming up on one of their shows, but I'm not sure if Andre should fight anymore, or we're going to have a long talk about that and see what the right move is for him, because I'm not sure if it's mental or physical, but the way he got hit in his last fight and kind of froze, it's just not... I'd hate to see that happen again.
Sure.
You know, Andre's my friend, so we'll make the correct decision, and we'll see what happens there.
You got anything else? Well, Freddie, thank you very much as always, and good luck in Manny's fight.
Thank you very much.